guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen.
Duh.
And today I'm making something a little bit different. And this is going to be part one of 2 parts. Because once I get this made, it's got to sit for at least 2 weeks so that I can finish it up.
Oh.
And what I'm making is blackberry vinegar. I need blackberry vinegar for a recipe I plan on doing later on. And I'm not paying the price for it at the store for no more than what little bit I need. So what I plan on doing is making up a half a batch of blackberry vinegar. Now I'll read you the recipe on the ingredients and then I'll tell you what I'm using. It calls for 12 ounces of fresh blackberries and 2 cups of white vinegar. And what I'm using is 6 ounces of fresh blackberries and 1 cup of white vinegar, which I haven't got it poured up yet. This is my white vinegar here. Yeah, that thing is so dusty. I didn't know it was right. Okay, well, let me take this right here. That's sad, y'all. Goes to show how often I use vinegar, don't it? I don't use it that often.
Oh, that old dusty house.
Yeah, and I just didn't realize that thing was that dusty. I apologize, y'all. I'll give Piggy that throwaway. Right.
Give it.
So, this is actually a recipe for raspberry vinegar, but the recipe states you can use any type of berry. So, I need blackberry vinegar, so I'm using blackberries. Again, you can use raspberries. You can even use strawberries. I would suggest if you use strawberries to wash them and then cut them in halves or quarters before using them.
Does that include dingleberries?
No. That's not a berry, Piggy. What you'll do is you want to put your berries in a colander. And I'm going to let Piggy rinse those off for me. And while he's doing that, I'm going to pour my 1 cup of vinegar. You're also going to need a jar or something with a lid. Since I'm using a half a batch, or making a half a batch, I'm only going to use a pint jar. If I was making a full batch, I would probably use a quart jar or at least a 24-ounce jar. Okay.
I took as much water as I can off of there.
Okay. So, let Piggy put that back up for me. I have my paper towels, and it says to wash berries, drain, and pat dry with paper towel. I'll give Piggy that. Let me grab the paper towel. Get it up here. We're just going to lay these on top of this, pat them dry. And then it says, in a non-reactive saucepan. Y'all, I'm not even doing this right. We're going to have to take a pause for just a minute because I didn't read the full instructions. Alright, we got this back and going right. I should have double checked my instructions before I started reading, or before I started all this up. But it says, in a non-reactive saucepan. If you do not know what non-reactive means, it means it's non-aluminum. Do not use an aluminum saucepan for this. Okay?
Maybe it's going to get hot.
Give me just a minute. Combine the berries and the vinegar. So I'll put my berries in here. And my vinegar. Okay. Give you that.
Give me.
And heat over medium heat until almost simmering. Okay, do this. Alright, we got this on medium heat until almost simmering. And that can take a few minutes. Might just take 1 or 2. It might take 4 or 5. So what we'll do is once it gets to almost simmering, we'll be right back. Alright, yeah, we're at the just simmering point. I'm going to go ahead and take this off the heat. You can see in there, you'll see that the blackberries have already started to turn a little bit of color. And the color of the blackberries is leaching out into the vinegar. Okay. Now this is supposed to sit until cool. And that may take, it says cool to room temperature. So I figure that'll probably take a good 10, 15, 20 minutes for it to cool down completely. And when it does, we'll be back to finish up this part of the process. Now, what it says to do, it says cool to room temperature. Pour into a clean jar with a lid, which I have here. Cover and let stand in a cool, dark place for 7 to 10 days. That's why I said 2 weeks. You can do it, stop it at a week. I'm going to go ahead and do it for the full 10 days. And that's where I will get my part 2, because there's still a process you have to go through after you let it sit for that 7 to 10 days. So what I'm going to do is let this cool to room temperature, and then we will put this in the jar and show you what it looks like when we get ready to put it in the cabinet down here for the next 7 to 10 days. So we see in just a few seconds here. Alright, this has been setting for a little while. It is at pretty much at room temperature right now. You see that what were black berries are now a reddish color. But I have a canning funnel here. And I'm going to take and I'm going to pour this into my jar.
Oh, you put berries and all in it?
Berries and all go in it. It all goes in there. That's why there's another process you have to go through after it sits for the 7 to 10 days.
Oh.
Okay, can I give you that right there?
Give me.
Hold on, give that to you. Alright, and you say that's not quite full, but that's okay. Put your lid on there. Just tighten it down. So this is, like I said, it's going to sit in a cool, dark place for 7 to 10 days. And then after the 7 to 10 days, you're going to take it out.
Down there at the bottom of that great cabinet right there.
Yeah, down there. That's the best way I know to do it. And after 7 to 10 days, I'll show you in part 2 what we're going to do. But basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be straining the vinegar off the berries through a sieve. And go through that process, because a lot of times you think when you strain stuff you have to press out all the juice and everything. On this you don't. You let it sit and drain until all the liquid is drained. You don't press the berries or anything like that. And then you already jar the vinegar. Now, if you go by the full recipe, which again is 12 ounces of blackberries and 2 cups of vinegar, you're going to yield 2 cups of blackberry vinegar. This should yield about 1 cup of blackberry vinegar when this is done. Okay? So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you watch part 2 when it comes out, and it should be out possibly right at in the 2-week mark. And it will be titled Blackberry Vinegar Part 1 and Blackberry Vinegar Part 2. And I will reference this video in the Part 2 video so that y'all will be able to go back if you need to. So again, thank you for watching. Hope y'all learned something. I learned something on this. Like I said, I forgot to read the instructions again. I wrote this down. I've had this recipe now for about 25 years. Never made it, so I thought I would try, because I do need blackberry vinegar for a recipe that's coming up soon. And this will ensure that I don't have to buy and pay outrageous prices for something that I have never even seen in the grocery store. And it also keeps me from having to search through every grocery store in town.
Well, something like that, you'd automatically just have to go to Publix and see if they've got it.
Yeah.
And if not, see if they can get it.
Yeah.
Or Amazon.
So this right here, like I said, it's just make your own. Again, you can do any kind of berry. And when it says berries, I'm saying, blackberry, raspberry, strawberry, blueberry. I'm pretty sure you can use any of the berries and use some vinegar with those flavorings. So we shall see you on the blackberry vinegar in 2 weeks on part 2. And hopefully we shall see you tomorrow night on Saturday Talks Live at 7 p.m.
No, it's not tomorrow night. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Piggy's messed up. Y'all, this is Thursday. The video will be out Friday. So technically, y'all will be seeing this on Friday, hopefully.
I'm still thinking on Thursday.
And therefore, y'all will be seeing us live, hopefully, on Saturday. Saturday Talks Live. And we will be doing trivia, having fun, chatting, talking, all that good jazz. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Work, Michael.